And this is the one reason why I keep making these videos. I want you to have a real good look at this video, right? Look at this whole idea of trying to bring four races together as one. You know the thing I really hate is that they could not use the actual
You know Hawaiian history?
of the people. You know, no need.
Think again.
Okay.
King Kamehameha.
Look at that.
Queen Liliuokalani.
Black-facing Polynesians. This is what Europeans would love. This is not how they look like. This is why I have to try and tell people and explain to them. If Hawaiians were seen as black like this, they would have said it. They would have called them Melanesians, these stupid idiots, these self-hating black people. And this is the problem, right? They're trying to force their features onto us. They're trying to give their African features to us. Why can't they just give us Aboriginal ones? I mean, at least they look 100 times more better than the African Americans, that's for sure.
Kalani and Hawaii's entire royal dynasty were black, dark-skinned rulers with distinctly African features who built one of the most powerful Pacific kingdoms of the 19th century. But here's the twist. American textbooks don't want you to know.
What's
when
that?
Hawaii was illegally annexed in 1898, the U.S. immediately began whitewashing this history.
Whitewashing what? Do these people do not realize that during that period of time that segregation was happening in America? Why didn't it happen in the in Hawaii? Why is it that you don't hear like Hawaii, like the Hawaiians over there? Why don't you hear in Hawaii the Europeans calling Hawaiians Negroes? Did they ever call them that? Hell no. In fact, I'm gonna break down a history, because I don't mind this because it kind of makes me want to look into the history. But in the history of Hawaii, okay, let's have a look. Do you realize that 1877, which this guy does not realize, that there were laws back then where you, as an African American, or if you were black or Negro, could not marry a European. In fact, you could go to jail. This is the real history that black people do not want to talk about, okay? And what he does not even realize, right, is that Queen Kamamele, or whatever her name is, the Hawaiian queen, married a European man. There were no laws within Hawaii that disallowed that. Okay? Secondly, if you go look at the physiques of the Polynesian people, right? If you go look it up, they never said that Hawaiians looked Negroid. And the funny thing is that in 1877, they did, even though they were part of America, Hawaiians were the only state that did not push down the segregation of races, okay? And in fact, I dare to ask any black person in there, if you are trying to claim Hawaiians as black, then how come they did not have, buses where it says Negroes, coloreds only on this side and Europeans on this side? Well, go and show me that history. Other than that, my goodness, man, this is man, what history is all this? I've never seen it, man. But it kind of shows, if I was honest, if I had to watch this is why I said this is the dangers of doing this video. I would actually think that this was done by a KKK or white person trying to mock Hawaiians. That's the honest truth. Like, they're trying to demean or to make Hawaiians, their culture and their features, inferior, to try and erase try and erase the idea that the original Hawaiians was light skin, they were handsome, and they had nice curly hair. That's what I would think. It's like more. This video would feel more like a European, so jealous about the beauty of the original Hawaiians that somehow they would have to degrade them and make them look Melanesian African. That's how this video feels like.